I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Peace and safety to the hopefully elect, all the sincere Akim, scattered throughout the four corners, pushing his word in sincerity and the truth. For those who don't know, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahawashi is the name of the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And this is another edition to drop the mic. And in this edition, I'm going to drop the mic on Elder Tahar and the private interpretation that he taught out of the book of Tahar in his latest video dealing with Revelations chapter 9. Chapter 9, and the verse I want to deal with is verse 11. And this is Revelation chapter 9 and 11. And it reads, "And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit." Now, according to Elder Tahar, all right, this king is referring to Kaiser Wilhelm, basically an Edomite general during the time of World War I. And that's a private interpretation, man. That's basically adding to the Lord's word, man, which we're commanded not to do. But I'm going to show you through the precepts who this king is referring to, which is the angel of the bottomless pit. Now, we know a king wear a crown. So we're going to get Revelation chapter 6 and verse 2. And it reads, "And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him." Now that crown symbolized kingship. And we know Yahawashi is the king with the crown. Was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. Now when you read Revelation chapter 7 and verse 2, it's referring to that same king, which we know a king give commandments. Salakia, the king command the hosts. All right. So this is Revelation 7 and 2. And it reads, "And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power." And we know according to the book of John, Yahawashi have the seal of the living power, Yahweh. So it says, "And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their forehead." Now, this angel coming from the east with the seal of Yahweh, who's commanding the host. Basically, we know this is referring to Yahawashi as well. So when you read Revelation 9 and verse 11, and it says, "And they had a king." Now the "they" is referring to the angels, the hosts. All right, those same hosts, those same angels, that's referred to as the four beasts. All right, that's who it's referring to. And the king is referring to Yahawashi. Let's prove that further. And it says, "And they had a king over them, which is the angel," the same angel that ascended from the east with the seal of the living power of the bottomless pit. Now, when you read further up in the chapter, when you start at verse 1, this proves that that's referring to Yahawashi. And it says, and the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven. That's that same angel ascending from the east with the seal of Yahweh, which is Yahawashi, unto the earth, and unto him was given the key of the bottomless pit. So this is the angel of the bottomless pit. Now let's jump back down to verse 11. And it reads, and they had a king over them. And we know the they and the them is referring to the angels, which is the angel, that star, not Kaiser Wilhelm. All right, that star who commanded the four angels. All right, the same one on the horse with the crown. That's the king of the bottomless pit. All right, now referring to, when you read verse 1, it tells you that Yahawashi, that angel, all right, that star, all right, that ascended from heaven, has the key to the bottomless pit. All right, so that's who it's referring to. It's not referring to Kaiser Wilhelm, man, or World War One. All right, that's a private interpretation out of the book of Tahar, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon. Now, when you look up this word Abaddon, it says destruction, ruin, destruction. And we know Yahawashi is coming back to destroy. All right? So that's the king that's referred to as the angel of the bottomless pit, that star with the key. All right? That opened the bottomless pit. And it says, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is destruction, but in the Greek tongue has his name Apollyon. And when you look up this word, it says destroyer, the angel of the bottomless pit, the destroyer. All right? And who's the angel of the bottomless pit? That same star in verse 1. And the fifth angel sounded, and they saw a star fall from heaven. All right? The same angel ascending from the east with the seal of the living power, Yahweh. All right? The one with the crown. That's the king. And it says, and unto him was given the key of the bottomless pit. So we know that's referring to Yahawashi, according to the precepts. Now let's get a precept in the book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 23. And it reads, for the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians the same way he's going to smite the Edomites. All right, referring to people. All right, not America, not a place. All right, the Lord has indignation, according to the prophet Malachi. The Lord has indignation with Edom forever. All right, and that's that smoke. All right. So it says, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door. Now we know Yahawashi is known as the Passover. Let's get that. Let's see here. Let's see. First Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7. It reads, purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Yahawashi, Mashiach, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. So Yahawashi is known as the Passover. All right, so going back to Exodus 12:23, it says, for the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, referring to people and not a place, the same way he's going to smite Babylon, the Edomites. And when he seeth the blood upon the lintels and on the two posts, the Lord will pass over. All right, referring to Yahawashi. All right, so it says, pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer, referring to Yahawashi, to come into your house and smite you. All right, so it's Yahawashi is what it's referring to when it refers to that king, the angel of the bottomless pit. We know Yahawashi, according to verse 1, has the key to the bottomless pit. And we know, according to Exodus, Exodus, the Lord is referred to as the destroyer. Okay? And that's the king that's over the Lord's host, which are the four angels. And basically, that's the point on that. I hope you brothers was edified. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.